Yeah, we started off as like a folk project. We started out jamming, and then it kind of became something a little bit different. So it took us a while to figure out what we wanted to do, but
For
that's
sure,
kind of how it
yeah.
started off.
It's
yeah.
been a long time coming, for sure.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like the first show, we all like did like a little like group hug. That's like now like we played a Tom show yesterday, and like we just butchered it. But
Yeah.
it's like
It's
it
so
like it was no
funny.
big deal. It's just kind of like it comes with the career. I don't fucking know what to call it, but
Yeah.
it's like bad and good.
Speaking to that, we're probably so nervous, like at that first show. Like, I don't know how y'all felt,
Yeah.
but we were super young. Jonah is the only one of us who had like true experience, I guess, like being a professional is a crazy word, but
I
like,
threw up before that show.
yeah. I mean,
You can play like the biggest show like ever and still like get humbled like hard as fuck. I think we've just been able to like find a lot of like love for each other, so it's like it's so fun nowadays. Like it doesn't really matter like how big the show is or how small it is. It's just such a blast every time. Like, it's just so fun.
Less nervous.
So fun. Yeah, less nervous, more just excited to be there
Yeah.
and just hang out with everybody.
this is the first time I've ever done like a musical project outside of kind of just like jamming with Ian. So I am still learning my instrument, not like a aficionado or anything like that. Neither of us have like vocal training experience really or anything. So we really mull things over and we, let it eat itself and rewrite it and, see what works best when we're there kind of thing. A lot of lyrics have been written with Santi. Like when you get down to the wire, it kind of becomes like okay, maybe I don't like this part as much as I thought it did. You really kind of have to look at your work on paper and be like, this doesn't work the way that I thought it did when we were singing it live. Maybe it feels good, but it doesn't sound good kind of thing.
No, I agree. I mean, also, like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, just the way that I do things, because it's, like, really hard for me to, like, figure something out while they're practicing. So I literally have to, like, go home, have it, like, recorded, and, like, put it on replay until I'm sick of it and, like, spend time with it so I can figure out, like, all the possibilities, like, vocal-wise. It's different when we're all at Santi's and then like we can hear that over and over again and then like they put their input and they're like, "Oh, what if we did this? What if we did that?" So usually some things will change and just like add a little bit more texture to things, but that's for the most part like what I got for that.
I think we all have like a really bunch of different influences. I know like Joan and I and like Gannon in specific like really like a lot of the harder stuff. So we kind of bring that to the table, but I think Frida and Chris kind of are like really more melodic. So we bring a lot of different like influences. So it's like kind of nice to be able to balance that out. Because he usually writes a lot of the melodic parts, and I'm usually kind of the chugger or whatever like that. So it's a nice like what's the word, juxtaposition I guess between our influences. So we make it come together.
We've had a lot of fun doing it, and we, are people who like to take our time. We're pretty meticulous with the work. Our buddy Santi Lara, who lives in McKinney, recorded the entire thing. He did the single as well, and he's mixed the entire thing, and then we sent it off to Carl Saff. And we have been super excited. We're also kind of just like, can't wait for it to be out at this point. Our process for recording is usually we go to record, and then we also end up writing most of the vocals in Santi's closet, which works for better or worse.
It's been a long time.
It's been
coming.
a long time, yeah.
There's been a lot of setbacks, but I'm glad it's coming out finally.
Something to mention also is we all have like full-time jobs and we're probably older than a lot of other people around here, and also some of us are going to school as well too. So I think the process of trying to pursue something that you really love and also trying to just make ends meet as well is pretty hard. So it's kind of a challenge we gotta always like overcome. But I think we're all passionate enough about it to try to balance it as much as possible, even though like it can be pretty difficult sometimes. But we love it. It's worth the hustle, I think.
Always.
If you asked me 2 days ago, I would have told you it would have been the Camping in Alaska show that we played. But you asked me tonight, and I kid you not, yesterday was one of the best like moments we had as a band. I don't know how much you guys can agree with me, but like just playing in the rain and just seeing people just go fucking crazy, and just having people come out and just rock out for like a rain show like that. It was amazing, and I think we were all just coming off of like a really jam packed weekend, so it was it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
Obviously, like, just every show that we have is always a new experience, but like the moment that I think about quite often as a band to get sentimental is probably our first show, because I remember we were all so nervous. Like, the house was like packed, and I just like remember like,
Our house.
yeah, yeah, Gannon and Ian's house and them. But I just remember everybody was so nervous, and I don't know who it was. I think it was like Jonah or Ian or Gannon. I don't know, but they were like, "All right, me in Ian's room in like 5 minutes," and then we all like. Yeah, we were all freaking out, so like right before we went on, so we went into the room and we just like looked at each other, deadpan, and then we're like, all right, we're doing this. And we just like hug and we like put in our hands on a count of 5, same team. It was a beautiful moment. I always think about that, but obviously also the Camping in Alaska show was insane. To have like Austin himself come up to us and be like, that made me feel super nostalgic. Like, that was insane. Like, that's the moment that I knew that, like, wow, we're actually, like, doing cool shit.
We're going on tour in August with a band from New York called Fake Pollucks. We're going to play, like, 7 shows. I think the first one starts on August 1st in Boston, and it's not booked, and there's not a venue, but it'll be on that day. Yeah, we're playing, like, Brooklyn, Philly, Baltimore, D.C., Providence, Rhode Island. So we're doing that with them. We spent all of our money on a Turo van. Yeah, and then the EP, June 19th.
I'm Chris.
I'm Ian.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Gannon.
I'm Frida.
We're My Point of View. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us.